What is up, everyone? Circon here, bringing you guys Advent Calendar Day 15, and is it worth a damn? Well, if it might be. It is the ISU 122S, which is part of the Berlin Quartet or whatever, those tanks. So not ultra rare, but somewhat rare, and they're mostly known for the fact that you get like a 0 crew skill crew in these. It's gonna set you back, let's see, 25 bucks. It's a tier 7, by the way, in case you haven't noticed yet. And about 19 bucks if you're gonna buy it for gold in the in-game shop. It comes with a good old 30 days of premium account, 25 missions for times 5 XP for each victory, and a chunk of change of 1,000 gold. And of course, here's the major part, is that you get 100% Burst Arms crew, which is really nice, because the Burst Arms crew skill will stay there forever. You cannot remove it, and the first skill you train after this counts as your first skill, which means you can train up your crews a whole lot faster whilst retaining Burst Arms. So that's actually really, really nice. Actually, especially for newer players, that's really nice to have. Now, the tank itself, it's okay. Okay, it's okay. You will notice an insane amount of DPM, 3,300. You're like, holy shit, that's overpowered as fuck. Tier 7, 3,300 DPM, that's insane. And yeah, it is. Until you realize that all the Russians have insane DPM. Even the Tech Tree tank has the exact same DPM as this tank. So if you like playing your SU with the 122 mil, you're basically getting that tank. It's a little tiny bit worse than moving, and that's it. It's almost exactly like the Tech Tree variant. There's only slight differences. I think it's maybe actually just slightly better in terms of armor and stuff. This IC 122 is just slightly better than the Tech Tree counterpart, ever so slightly. But does that mean it's impressive? Not really. I mean, the Tech Tree variant has the huge derp gun, which is a lot of fun to use. And this thing, obviously being a premium, doesn't get weapon variations because, well, reasons, I never knew why. But hey, armor-wise, it's about 100 all across. The gun mantle is obviously going to bounce stuff, but the gun mantle is like off-center. And people will hit you here a lot. And only 90 armor is not a lot. Another downside is that the gun is only like 8 degrees to the left and right. So you have to move a lot, which is annoying because you only have 350 view range. So if you want to use your binos to get those view range up, they're almost never going to be up because you're going to have to move your tank a lot to hit moving targets. So that's definitely an annoyance. But as I've said many times before, I personally don't really like playing TDs, like case-made TDs, that much myself. And some people do. There's probably some people out there that do, and for those people, I'd say, you know what, I can probably recommend this tank, especially if you already like how the SU-152 plays. This is a recommend, right? If you like how the SU-122-44 plays, don't buy it, because it's nowhere near similar, right? SU-122-44, I think, is still the better tank, even though, you know, I think like the gun is slightly worse, but it doesn't really matter because you get like a massive armor. Like it also has 90 frontal, just like the ISU 122S. But this thing is way hella sloped. So the SU is just better in that regard. And you can get the SU 122-44 at a, let's see, it's tier 7. So I think you can get those at 30% discount fairly often. And this is always available in the Tech Tree, so you don't have to buy a garage slot. So yeah. Basically, I can only recommend this if you like playing the SU-152 with the 122mm. If you like playing it with the derp, it's definitely not a recommend. It's a totally different tank. If you like playing the SU-122-44, I cannot recommend it either. If somehow you really need a crew and you already have it, I mean, you were like, oh, fuck, I hated this tank. But I need some gold and Russian crew members. I guess you can buy it because, you know, you get the gold and the crew, I guess. But this is not really a recommend for me, boys. I don't think I have replays of this, but I'll scour my YouTube channel. I probably have a couple of SU-122-44 videos from back in the day. But yeah, I'll check it. Otherwise, there will always be some videos you probably want to check out. Also, one thing I forgot to note, it's Wargaming Fest or something in Moscow today and I think tomorrow. And I'll make a video on whatever news comes out of it, probably today, which is Saturday the 15th. So, yeah. You can wait on that video after this one. Anyway, thanks for the support, boys. I'll see you guys later.